The words move like that, and my brain tends to kind of make words up because I'm trying to catch them.
The Repair Shop is a beloved show that follows expert craftsmen as they restore treasured family heirlooms and forgotten antiques to their former glory. Each artisan brings unique skills to the workshop, working carefully to preserve memories and stories hidden inside worn objects. Viewers have long been drawn to the heartwarming transformations and the deep connections to the past. Oh my goodness, you're a magician. You are amazing. But now Jay Blades, one of the show's most cherished faces, has finally broken his silence about the Repair Shop, and fans are left shocked by what he revealed. Jay Blades' story. From humble beginnings, a household name, Jay's story is one of perseverance, passion, and a deep connection to craft that resonated far beyond the workbench. Long before he became a familiar face on television, Jay Blades was rooted in a world that valued hard work and creativity. Growing up, he faced challenges that shaped him into the determined and empathetic person viewers came to know. His journey to becoming a household name on the Repair Shop was not a straight path, but one marked by grit and an unshakable love for restoration. From a young age, Jay was drawn to making things with his hands. Whether it was fixing a broken chair or transforming worn-out furniture into something beautiful, he found joy in breathing new life into old items. This passion for restoration grew with him, and over time, he honed his skills as a furniture restorer. For many years, Jay worked quietly behind the scenes, building a reputation as someone who didn't just repair objects. He restored stories, memories, and connections. His natural charisma and warmth made him stand out in his local community. People appreciated not only his craftsmanship, but the kindness and care he showed to every piece he worked on. It was clear that for Jay, the value of what he repaired wasn't just in its physical form, but in its history and meaning. This deep respect for the stories behind objects would later become the heart of his work on television. When a Repair Shop was created, it offered something different in the world of TV. It was a celebration of craft and community, focusing on ordinary people bringing in treasured family heirlooms to be restored by skilled artisans. Jay was the perfect fit to be the show's frontman. His ability to connect with both the experts and the owners of the items created a unique atmosphere of trust and warmth. Over the years, Jay became the face of the show, not just as a presenter, but as a symbol of hope, kindness, and restoration. For many viewers, Jay's story was inspiring. He represented someone who had overcome difficulties and found a place where his talents and heart could shine. His background made him relatable, and his genuine enthusiasm made the craft accessible to everyone watching. Jay made people feel like they were part of family, witnessing the transformation of not only objects, but of lives and relationships. Beyond the technical skill, Jay brought a sense of joy and lightness to the screen. His laughter, encouraging words, and thoughtful presence created moments that felt intimate and real. People didn't just watch the Repair Shop to see old things fixed. They watched to experience the warmth and humanity Jay and the team brought to every episode. He was the glue that held together a diverse group of talented restorers and the stories of the families who trusted them. As the years passed, Jay's influence grew. He didn't just repair furniture, he helped repair connections between generations. Viewers often shared how seeing someone care so deeply about their memories made them appreciate their own family heirlooms differently. This connection was the foundation of the show's success and Jay's enduring popularity. But Jay's story is more than just a feel-good tale, and like all journeys, he had twists and turns. The warm and uplifting narrative that fans had embraced was about to face a serious test. While Jay's early years and rise to fame set the stage for a heartwarming story, his next move would reveal challenges that would change everything for him and for the show that had become so closely linked to his name. The Heart of the Repair Shop. The Heart of the Repair Shop. Since the debut of the Repair Shop, Jay had become the heartbeat of the show. His role went far beyond simply hosting. He was a bridge between the skilled craftsmen and the people who entrusted their precious heirlooms to the barn's care. Over 7 series, Jay's presence became synonymous with the warmth and authenticity that made the show a must-watch for millions. The essence of the Repair Shop was in those quiet, meaningful moments when something broken, forgotten, or worn came back to life, and Jay was always there to guide the experience. His talent for making guests feel comfortable helped many open up about the sentimental value of their items. This emotional connection elevated the show from a simple restoration program into a celebration of community and memory. One of Jay's standout qualities was his genuine curiosity about the stories behind each piece. He listened carefully, never rushing, always showing respect for the memories involved. Whether it was a wedding dress from decades ago or a battered wooden toy passed through generations, Jay treated every item as if it was priceless. This respect for history and family heritage was at the core of what made him beloved by viewers and guests alike. Jay's infectious enthusiasm also sparked moments of joy and laughter on the show. His easy humor and friendly banter with fellow restorers brought a lightness that balanced the sometimes emotional stories. Fans often remember his smile, the way he encouraged the craftspeople, and how he celebrated the final reveal with heartfelt applause and tears. Many iconic moments helped define Jay's legacy on the show. One such moment was when he helped restore a cherished military uniform for a guest whose grandfather had served in World War II. Watching the guests reconnect with their family history through the careful restoration was deeply moving, and Jay was right there, sharing in the reverence and pride. Another unforgettable episode featured Jay working alongside expert restorer Will Kirk to bring back to life a family's childhood piano. The restoration process was meticulous, but what stood out was the joy of seeing the family's faces light up when the instrument played again, a sound filled with memories and new beginnings. Jay's enthusiasm was contagious as he encouraged everyone to treasure those moments. Over time, Jay also became a mentor figure on the show, sharing not just skills but wisdom about life. His personal story of overcoming hardship inspired many, and his ability to find joy and creativity encouraged viewers to look at their own lives differently. For Jay, the workshop wasn't just a place for fixing objects. It was a space for healing and hope. This approach resonated strongly when people around the world faced isolation and uncertainty. The repair shop became a source of comfort for many, a reminder of the power of kindness and connection. Jay's presence was a steady anchor, offering reassurance and a sense of normalcy amid chaos. Even as the show grew in popularity, Jay stayed true to the values that had brought him here. His down-to-earth nature and commitment to authenticity made him relatable and trustworthy. This consistency helped build a loyal fan base who saw him as more than just a TV personality. He was a symbol of resilience and compassion. Yet despite the success and the accolades, the pressure of public life was never far away. The spotlight that once seemed warm and welcoming began to cast shadows. The man who inspired so many was also navigating difficult personal challenges that would soon become very public. Jay had an immense influence on the repair shop and its audience. They have seen the highs, the memorable moments, and the deep emotional connections he helped foster. But the tone shifted. Nobody could have predicted the struggles that would soon overshadow his public success. Jay's journey, kindness and craftsmanship, Jay's journey, both personal and professional, paint a picture of a man who rose from difficult beginnings to become a symbol of hope and creativity for many. Before the show, Jay's life was marked by struggle and resilience. Growing up in a tough environment, he overcame obstacles that shaped his outlook on life. His early experiences taught him the importance of community and support, values he would later bring into his work on television. Jay's story of transformation wasn't just about repairing objects, but about repairing lives, including his own. When the repair shop came along, it provided Jay with a unique platform to share his passions and skills with a wide audience, but also gave him a chance to show that life isn't defined by where you start, but by where you choose to go. His authenticity and humility resonated deeply with viewers, especially those who felt overlooked or underestimated. Jay's role expanded beyond presenting an author and ambassador. He wrote books about creativity and resilience, encouraging readers to embrace imperfections and find joy in making things better. He became a voice for mental health awareness, speaking openly about struggles that often remain hidden. His openness helped break down stigmas and inspired others to seek help and support. Off-screen, Jay was known for his warmth and generosity. He often took time to visit communities and schools, teaching craft skills and encouraging young people to explore their creativity. These efforts were not about fame, but about giving back, a reflection of the values he held close. However, being in the spotlight brought scrutiny, and the person was sometimes forced into the public eye. The expectations on Jay grew, and the line between his private struggles and public persona became increasingly blurred. Cracks also began to show in his personal life. The pressures of fame, combined with private difficulties, eventually led to turmoil. What started as private struggles became public controversies, and Jay's carefully built reputation faced serious challenges. His achievements are undeniable, but so are the struggles he went through. Charges, removal, media storm. The story took a sharp and troubling turn that shocked fans across the country. Jay Blades, the friendly face and heart of the repair shop, suddenly found himself at the center of serious allegations that threatened everything he had built. It began quietly but escalated quickly. Jay was charged with controlling and coercive behavior against his estranged wife, a charge that sent ripples far beyond his personal life. The allegations described a troubling pattern of emotional and physical abuse spanning over a year. These claims stood in stark contrast to the warm and kind image many had come to associate with him. When the news broke, they caused an immediate reaction from broadcasters. The BBC acted swiftly, pulling all scheduled episodes of The Repair Shop featuring Jay from its primetime slots. Upcoming specials and related programs were either delayed or canceled entirely. The network faced a dilemma: how to maintain the popularity and integrity of one of its most beloved shows while addressing the serious allegations against its star. Viewers noticed Jay's absence instantly. The show's familiar face was missing from promotional materials, and the BBC was reported to be considering other cast members to fill his role. Craftsmen who had long been part of the Repair Shop family were quietly suggested as potential replacements. However, no official announcement was made immediately as the producers navigated the complex situation. The impact extended beyond the TV screen. Jay was also removed from the Repair Shop Tour, a live event that traveled to the UK to celebrate the show's success. This exclusion was a clear sign that the producers wanted to distance themselves from the controversy as much as possible. More projects involving Jay were halted or canceled. Channel 4 pulled a planned sequel to his travel series with Dame Judi Dench, The Odd Couple. Channel 5 also scrapped his documentary A Country House Through Time. These decisions highlighted how serious broadcasters were in responding to the allegations and protecting their brand reputation. Jay's personal life became tabloid fodder. His estranged wife had announced a separation early that year, describing herself as very broken and hinting at the difficulties in their marriage. The charges detailed behavior that reportedly had a profound effect on her well-being. Public opinion began to shift as the allegations became widely known, and the warm image many fans held began to fracture. Behind the scenes, Jay faced legal battles and intense media scrutiny. Reports surfaced of him hosting late-night DJ sessions online, a move some saw as a way to maintain a connection with fans despite the mounting crisis. His social media presence became sporadic and carefully managed. For the BBC and the Repair Shop producers, the priority was damage control. They expressed disappointment, but also emphasized the importance of respecting legal processes. No one was above the law, and the integrity of the show had to be preserved. Jay's fall from grace was swift and painful, leaving many fans confused and saddened. Yet even in this dark moment, there were hints of resilience and professionalism. The show's crew and craftsmen continued to work, determined to keep the spirit of the Repair Shop alive without its longtime frontman. The barn where so many stories of restoration and healing took place remained a symbol of hope, even if the man who once stood at its heart was no longer there. What would Jay say next, and how would he confront the aftermath with the questions hanging in the air? Until now, many suspected he would feel betrayed or hurt, but his next move was anything but expected. Jay breaks silence. Jay Blades finally breaks silence on the Repair Shop, and fans are shocked. It's time to tell the truth. I don't want to speak about my trial, but I want to say everything about the show. Despite the storm swirling around him, Jay Blades chose a path that surprised many. Instead of retreating into silence or bitterness, he spoke openly about the Repair Shop and the team behind it with nothing but respect and affection. Jay's relationship with the Repair Shop has always been more than just a job. For him, the show was a source of joy, healing, and family. Jay had spoken candidly about what the program meant to him, describing it as a place where kindness, community, and creativity came alive. Jay shared how the show gave him a sense of belonging. He spoke about the joy of watching people reconnect with their treasured family heirlooms, seeing memories light up their faces when a beloved object was restored. For Jay, this was more than just craftsmanship. It was about healing and connection. He described the workshop, affectionately called the barn, as a family. Behind the scenes, the team shared a bond forged through years of collaboration and trust. Jay valued the expertise of his fellow craftsmen, highlighting their combined experience that gave the show its authenticity. Even after his removal from the show amid serious allegations, Jay remained gracious. When he talked about the situation, he did not lash out or express resentment. Instead, he expressed gratitude for the opportunities the repair shop had given him and the friendships he had made. He acknowledged the impact the show had on his life, saying it had fixed him in many ways, bringing support and understanding when he needed it most. This attitude caught many by surprise. Fans who expected anger or bitterness saw something different, a man committed to the values the show represented. Regardless of his personal struggles, his respect for craft, the team, and the viewers shone through. Jay's connection to the repair shop is also rooted in the skills and knowledge passed down by the experts in the barn. He often talked about the importance of preserving traditional crafts and sharing them with new generations. This mission, he said, was at the heart of why the show resonated with so many people. The show's emphasis on kindness, community, and emotional storytelling created a unique space on television, one where people felt comfort and hope. Jay's role as presenter was central to this. He brought warmth, enthusiasm, and a personal touch that made the stories come alive. In the face of personal turmoil, Jay's love for the show and its mission remained steadfast. He described the repair shop as a family that had accepted him as he was, including his differences and struggles. This deep emotional connection explains why. Despite everything, Jay spoke with such fondness about his time on the show. His reflections gave fans a glimpse of the man behind the headlines. They saw someone who valued connection, creativity, and kindness above all else. It also left many wondering what his future might hold, and whether the door to repair shop could ever open again. Jay's silence was broken not with defensiveness or denial, but with heartfelt appreciation. His words serve as a reminder of the complex nature of public figures and how they can be both deeply flawed and profoundly human. The road ahead. Recovery and the road ahead. After Jay Blades finally broke his silence and spoke about the repair shop with warmth and gratitude, the spotlight shifted once again, but now with mixed reflection, uncertainty, and cautious hope. The immediate aftermath was a wave of mixed feelings from the public. Many fans, shocked by the earlier news of Jay's charges and his removal from the show, found themselves wrestling with their loyalty to him and their love for the repair shop. Jay's kind words about the program softened some hearts, reminding viewers of the positive impact he had made over the years. Social media and fan forums buzzed with debates and discussions. Some expressed disappointment and anger, feeling let down by Jay's personal situation. Others emphasized separating the person from the show, highlighting the joy and comfort the repair shop had brought them regardless of current events. Jay's heartfelt reflection helped many to see the man behind the headlines as more than the controversy. Behind the scenes, the BBC and the show's producers continued to manage the delicate balance between respecting legal processes and maintaining the integrity of a beloved program. The urgent removal of episodes featuring Jay had disrupted schedules and plans, but the team moved quickly to focus on the other talented craftsmen who had been part of the show for years. Will Kirk and Dom Kinneya, among others, were increasingly spotlighted as potential anchors to carry the show forward. Fans noticed a subtle shift in promotional materials, highlighting their skills and personalities more prominently. This was part of a careful strategy to preserve the heart of the show without Jay, who had been its face for so long. Jay himself remained someone in the public eye but shifted focus. The midnight DJ sessions and online streams became a way for him to connect with supporters on his own terms. This new, more personal engagement showed a side of Jay that was separate from his television persona, informal, candid, and perhaps seeking a fresh start. Meanwhile, the legal process moves forward, and Jay's case continues to develop in the court. This adds a layer of uncertainty to his public life and any potential return to television. Broadcasters and producers remain cautious, emphasizing the importance of due process and the sensitivity of the situation. Looking ahead, it's clear that the repair shop will evolve. The show has weathered challenges before, but never a controversy quite like this. Its core themes of restoration, kindness, and community remain intact, but without Jay, it faces a new chapter. For Jay, the future is less clear but not necessarily closed. His love for the show and the craft remains, as does his connection with fans who remember the warmth and joy he brought. Whether this translates into a return to television or a different path altogether is yet to be seen. What stands out is the resilience of everyone involved. The team at the repair shop, the fans, and Jay himself. Each must navigate the complex emotions and realities that come with public scrutiny and personal challenges. Jay's silence was broken with honesty and affection, and now the story turns toward healing, reflection, and the uncertain road ahead. The repair shop continues evolving with its craftsmen and community, while Jay's journey reminds us that behind every headline is a person with struggles, hopes, and a chance for redemption. As viewers adjust to the new dynamic, the legacy Jay helped build lingers in each restored item and shared memory. The path forward may be unclear, but the echoes of his contributions still resonate. Time will tell whether reconciliation or reinvention defines the next chapter for Jay and the show. Should Jay have been kept on the show despite everything? Let us know in the comments.